Grand day and grand rising to everyone out there. Guys, you know me. This is Destiny. I am back because I want to go back to a video that I did earlier this week. And I didn't get many responses. I didn't get many views because I don't think people really actually understood the message behind that video. So I want to elaborate on that video a little bit deeper. And you guys probably say, yes, that's and I know which one that is, the shadow work. A lot of people don't understand the shadow work. And I just want to talk to you a little bit about the shadow work or your shadow self before I go back into the message. And I just probably will read it off to you so you guys can really stay focused to what I'm saying. But welcome everyone. This is your girl Destiny. Let's jump into this video message today. Hi, my channel is Destiny Forever Walks, and everyone out there, you are welcome. If you new to this channel for the first time, you definitely welcome. Come in and sit with me. I'm going to do a little teaching today on the shadow self. That is the shadow work. Now people, the shadow self or the shadow work is something that we all need to deal with. We have a whole lot of baggage from our past. We have a whole lot of things that we are hanging on to that we could not never let go of. A lot of bad experiences, a whole lot of fears, a whole lot of false teachings, things that happen in our childhood. That's the process that we all need to go back and make that connection. Reconnect ourselves back to our inner child. Our inner child needs healing. Our inner child's been wounded, it's been abused, it's been through a lot of things. And what we did after we got to a point in our lives when we figured that, hey, you know, we can step out on our own, we dropped the inner child. We went on with our lives and we forgot the past. That's why we don't know who we are. That's why we are lost where we are today. Because we lost that connection with our true self, our inner child. So the shadow work is just going in deep within yourself and making a connection with your deep dark secrets, your dark past, the hurts, the pains, all the little traps that the ego has set within you and has hidden your life, your identity, your purpose. Who you really are is all hidden in those dark places within ourselves. And in order for us to grow and to become our best and better version of who we are, or who the Creator created for us to be, we need to really make a true connection back to those things that we have hidden within us. Every now and then, something will come along to trigger those dark, hurtful places, and we will flare up, and all of a sudden we react negatively against things because things down there are still hurting. It has not healed. Things within us has never been brought to the forefront to bring closure to. And things that we never discussed with anyone, we never talked to anyone, we hid them in the shadows of our ego. And we took off and we ran. And we tell everybody, I'm okay, but you're hurting. You tell everybody, oh, I got this, but you don't. Every moment you find yourself, you're breaking. You're falling off. You're falling to the point of where you almost, it's at a place of going down. But you got to deal with this. Lying never heals anything. Denial is the worst place that you can ever put yourself into. Denying things that you may not quite fully understand it, but you know enough to know that it hurt me. It damaged me. It brought fear in my life. It made me stop believing in myself. It damaged my self-esteem, my value of myself. We know enough to know that. So stop lying and saying, oh, you know, it's just a little small thing. No, it's a big thing. Because every time that thing shows up again in your presence and it triggered what had happened to you in your past, you react very negatively, emotionally, and you want to war and fight, and you want to crawl up in a corner sometimes and just pose yourself in that fetal position as a little wounded and hurt child, and that's what you are. The little inner child is wounded and hurt. So we hide ourselves and we fold our arms in that fetal position, and we rock ourselves to soothe ourselves and to comfort ourselves. But that is only for a moment. It's like when you're doing that, you are meditating the pain instead of dealing with the pain. That's what the shadow work is all about. The shadow work should never be done on your own. There are experienced coaches out there, there are counselors that can take you through shadow work and help you to go back deep within yourself and help you to make that connection with those deep, dark secrets, those shadows that is hidden within you. They can help you. Do you believe in hypnosis? People, they hear things, but they don't never get the true definition and meanings of what these things are. Just sort of like a hypnosis. You have to allow someone to be able to help you to work while you in that place of stillness and quietness. And someone is guiding you through the channels of your whole entire being within and helping you to go back deep within yourself and make connections to those things that has really damaged you, has harmed you, has hurt you, that has taken away your identity. And that's what shadow work is. So let's get into the message, okay? And I did like flashes from my computer, but I want to talk about this now because I want to go back and I want to make sure you guys really understand this message as clear as possible. There is a lot to understand, people. And while I'm talking on this message, Destiny will be looking down at her notes, so don't worry about that. So let's talk about it. And I'm going to explain it little more deeper, and I'm going to go gentle with this, but I want to touch your heart. The worst thing I'm telling you we could ever do to ourselves is to live in a place of denial. To live in that place where we got to pretend that everything is okay, that you're okay, that you got this, that you can handle this, and at that moment that word came out your mouth, you're already breaking, you're already folding, you're already at the place of crashing, but you got too much pride to reach out and say, somebody help me. Or there's too much fear in you that to say, I'm afraid I can't do this, afraid that someone's going to look at you and say how weak you are. You're not weak because you want to talk about something, because you want to speak forth your truth. That means that you're no longer a coward. And once you speak against those things that hurt you, it breaks the power over your life, because you're stripping it from the power that you're giving over to these things when you gave them power to label you, to deny you of the life that the Creator created for you. Let's jump into this. I'm going to be looking at my notes. So I'm going to read this off to y'all today. The video title is Shadow Work. And the title is Shadow Boxing with Your Own Shadow That You See in Other People. So what's lurking in the dark? And why are you so afraid of your own shadow? My people, listen. In this video, we're going to talk about shadow work and why it is important, and could it be for you? So, I need to start out asking the question, what is shadow work? Shadow work can be summed up as this quote expresses: our indignation over the behavior of others is usually about an unresolved aspect of ourselves. So again, let's think on that. Think on that. So, I'm going to ask the question again because it's a very important question. What is shadow work? Listen, my people. Shadow work is also called shadow self. It is repressed desires, emotions, and impulses that is hidden from our conscious awareness. Shadow work involves bringing these unconscious desires to the forefront so we can better understand them, so we can heal them and integrate them in a healthy way to bring productive change in our lives. I'm keeping it very low key, very deep as I stress it with intensity because I want you to feel what I'm saying, my people. The shadow work or the shadow self contains some of the deep-seated belief systems and thoughts that we have harbored beneath our conscious awareness. And they're rooted in stemming, okay, from our inner child, from our childhood. Like I said, those things in our past. If that child was abused, raped, molested, called out ugly, dirty names, or mistreated, or neglected, whatever it may have been, or lied to, or manipulated, controlled, whatever abuse that inner child had faced, that child hid itself in the shadows of yourself. And when you took off and you went on by your life and you wanted to forget all that happened because you had to say, I got to go live my life, but you never dealt with the past, the hurts, the pains, the fears, the abuse, the rapes, whatever, the neglect and all that, you left the child hanging. The child was in distress and was hurting, and you never did it. So the shadows just kept lying there. And you always wonder, what's that dark side of me? But listen, people, that is what the shadow work is all about. And my people, guess what? It's no surprise. None of this should be a surprise to you. If we could ever wake up consciously, fully or consciously, so we can go back into ourselves and make that reconnection with our inner child, or go out and get a counselor, someone professionally who can guide you through your inner child healing. And with the shadow work, you'll remember your purpose, and you remember most of all who you are. Why the hell are you here on this planet? You'll remember some things, but you gotta be willing enough to, take the leap of faith and say, I have no fear. I have no fear of my past. I have no fear of the things that will reveal to me. You should fear the things that you've been told today, because those things are lies. They are not you. They are not who the creator God of this universe created you to be. These are lies, control, manipulation systems that has been placed over your life by the world systems, by the ego traps and ego programs, by the matrix systems, about the education systems, the religion systems has all had gotten their hands on you, has defined you in a way, and they made you believe that this is you. Baby, you are far greater, a whole lot much better and stronger and smarter and wiser than they ever told you. So it's no surprise. Then, it's no surprise that these hidden aspects of our personality have been hugely implicated in self-sabotaging behaviors. Now, guess what? This is hard for many people to swallow. And I see that. As I put this video out there, I said, okay, they're not responding to this video. Many people are not saying anything to this video. Okay, they're not liking this video. They're not making comments. So I say, hey, it's a little deep, but you got to really realize and understand there's another side of you know nothing about. And you keep running and hiding, and you think that's going to change the situation, that's going to make you better, or it's going to change your life to be your greatest higher self. Baby, if they told you that, they told you a lie. My people, I know it's so hard for us to swallow that we have been lied to, bamboozled, hoodwinked all our entire life, and controlled by different systems to keep us in that slave mentality. But you know what? It's a hard thing to swallow, including myself at one point. Because when I first came across the shadow self and I came across the shadow work, yes, I shied away because I'm thinking what people always told me about hypnosis. People always got these crazy thoughts, but they never go out and take the time to really study and understand the meanings of anything. They just run with what they have heard. No, hypnosis is dealing with that broken pieces, those broken parts, those hidden secrets, those dark, deep shadows, those ego traps. So, my people, I went into a lot of resistance at first when I heard about the shadow work, the shadow self, because I did not understand. But you know, I'm the kind of person, I want to question everything. I want to know everything. So I keep asking questions. So I decided, why run? Running's never gonna feed me. It's never gonna satisfy me because I'm always gonna wake up the next day, the next second, next minute, next hour and go back asking the same questions. So why I just don't get the questions out on the table so I can get the answer. So I went on in deeply and I come to the realization that what I resist, it will always persist. And I mean that, my people, so seriously. Shadow work has you embracing the dark side of the world, the dark side of your world, which all of us have, and understanding they are parts of you, people, and they are not the totality of you. Okay? If you find yourself judgmental of other people's behaviors, judgmental of their habits or their personal qualities, then people, listen, the chances are then that this is something within yourself that is unresolved. This is something or things within yourself that you don't like about yourself. And when they show up in other people, you see yourself. Those things that you don't like, those things you cannot accept, those things that you don't approve of, those things that you were told was ugly, stupid, dumb, and hurtful. You don't like it and you shy away from it and you run from those people because you're running from the shadows of yourself. My people, you may think that this is hard to believe, but it's not. My people, this is truth. This is something that we really all need to go and do. Now let me tell you this. Consider this. Take destiny really serious. I'm not here to play games with you. I'm not here on this platform to lie to you. I'm not here to speak the truth that the creator of this universe gives to me to speak into your heart. But it's up to you to accept it or not, to receive it, or you can leave it. It's all up to you. I'm just satisfied that whether you believe it or not, accept it or not, whatever, I'm just satisfied I'm doing what I was told to do. I am being obedient. So listen, consider this. I'm looking down. We project our own perceived shortcomings on others. We say to ourselves what we should be saying to ourselves. When we judge others, then we are really actually judging ourselves. If you constantly beat up yourself and you beat yourself up with negative thoughts, you will either beat up on the people that is around you verbally. You will beat up on the people around you emotionally as well as physically. Or listen, or you will beat up on yourself by destroying some area of your own life. And that's why our lives are so damaging, because we are more harder on ourselves than we are on other people. We constantly hating ourselves. We don't like ourselves. We are our worst enemy sometimes because we always constantly hurting ourselves by speaking things against our very own self. So people, listen, ask yourself, where do I cast and project the most judgments? Listen to this. I want you to listen to this. As long as we deny the existence of certain traits in ourselves, we continue to perpetuate the myths, that others have something that we don't possess. But listen to this. When though we admire someone, it's an opportunity to find yet another aspect of ourselves. We have to take back our positive projections as well as our negative projections. And we have to do that because we have to bring those things that we spoke out negatively into the universe. And we have to call those things out and pull it back so we can reverse those negative things so we can stop the negatives coming at us. And we got to replace those with positive thoughts and positive energy, our positive vibes and words that's going to speak positivity into our lives so we can grow and become the best and better version of who the Creator created us to be. So again, listen, people, what you project on others is what you mostly nobly have inside of yourself. So the exact opposite is true as well. Admiring traits and qualities in others are only a sign that those traits are also available in you. So when you see something you like in somebody, that's something that you can resonate with, something that you can relate with. That's something you see, hey, that's me. See, now you acknowledge that. But people, when you see those beautiful, wonderful traits, those signs of those traits, you see that they're available in you. Listen to this. If you are inspired by a millionaire or by an actor or an actress, an entertainer, a bodybuilder, or whatever that you admire by someone who has greatness, success, then people, it's only because that level of greatness is actually found in you. You see, that is you. So you can relate, so you can embrace that. And you know, I think that's pretty daggone exciting, people. Isn't it? Isn't it? So next time you rub up against someone that you just inspire you with their greatness, with their capabilities and whatever that is so powerful, know that it's in you. It's in the shadows of your being, waiting for you to cancel out all the negativity, waiting for you to say, hey, I'm ready to step into a place and find out those things that's hidden in the dark secrets and do the shadow work so you can bring forth the greater version of who you were created to be. So people, listen to this. So I always encourage you to journal. Just write down everything. Keep a daily journal on everything. I don't care what happened, the day that it happened, the time that it happened, the minute, the month, whatever. Write it all, bad, good, whatever, because it's all going to bring you to a closure. And you can go back and see how far I've come from where I used to be to where I am today. You'll be so excited. Journaling helps you. So my people, also, I'm talking to you all the time about self-evaluation, something we should do daily anyway. Examine yourself to see whether you are in the faith, in the standards, in the plans, in the divine timing of the Creator, because He has a special time for each and every one of us, and for things to happen. But we have to be open when that time is coming, that we are living in that present moment, not in our past, not in the shadows of our ego, not in the shadows of the world systems or other people's ways of doing things, but we are living in the present moment of the Creator, God, of the universe. So have a conversation and have evaluations of yourself to find out where the shadows are lurking in your life. And when you do that, I want you to start asking yourself some very deep, serious questions, and I want you to take it very serious. And I'm going to give you a list of questions you need to be asking yourself. Ask yourself these questions, my people. What fear is there that keeps me from not only acknowledging my greatness, but it keeps me from acting upon the fear? What judgments are keeping me below the surface of life? And am I willing to take the first step towards breaking out? Next question. Write down some of your biggest judgments about others And then you ask yourself where they can show up within myself. Next question is what kind of person own those kinds of traits? Another question is, and what are the positive benefits of those qualities? Those are serious questions. Ask yourself those questions. Please be serious, be genuinely, be honest with your answers, and then you go deep within inside of you, your gut intuition, because your gut intuition will never lie. He will lead and guide you to your truths if you open your heart, because that's where the kingdom of God is, people. All your answers lies within you. You can go in deep within yourself and you can pull out every deep, dark secret, every pain, every hurt that is lurking within the dark. You can find that inner child and pull them out of that foggy shadow they have hid behind, and go on and allow yourself to do the shadow work and be healed. And my people, these are just a few of the key questions that will start you and that will lead you in a direction of seizing your power, taking back your power and control that you have relinquished, that you have given over to the world systems, to all these different systems, the control systems, the education systems, the religion systems, the world systems, the ego systems, all those things that you have given away your power and control. When you start answering these questions, asking yourself these questions, and then answering them, my people, it's going to lead you in a direction that, hey, you're going to seize back your power and you're going to take control and you're going to get back into the driver's seat and you're going to head yourself out of all of that deep, dark lies and all those dark secrets. And you're going to head yourself up to your higher, greater self. Now, people, listen. The more you resist these negatives and these negative qualities, then the more that energy will continue to use your power of living in the now. So, my people, my advice is use free. Free the energy. Free yourself. And embrace your greatness. Embrace who the Creator God has created you to be. Embrace your authentic, beautiful self. Embrace the love that you have for yourself. Embrace yourself. Free yourself, my people. Free the energy to love yourself truly. If you don't go within, go without. I'm going to repeat that again. If you don't go within, go without. And I'm going to conclude. I hope you got something from this. The shadow is the side of your personality that contains all the parts of yourself that you don't want to admit to having. And that's what I'm saying. Denial is the worst thing you can do to yourself. So it is at first an unconscious side. But we can break that. We can break out of those shadow boxes. We can stop shadow boxing. We can break away from the ego trails. We can free ourselves by being honest and open ourselves up to wherever that the Creator is trying to guide and lead you. It's our lead and guide you in a plain path away from your enemies. Be willing to say, here I am, Creator. Send me, and be willing and ready to go without turning back and looking back at your past. The past is behind you. It's only now the lessons you can take from your past that you can bring into your present moment and live your best self. So, my people, the shadow is the side of your personality that contains all the parts of yourself that you don't want to admit to have it. It is at first an unconscious side. But listen, it is only through effort to become self-aware. Self-awareness is so important, my people. But it's only through effort to become self-aware that we don't recognize our shadow. And I am done. Go back and review this video. I want to put my face out here. The last video, I didn't show my face. I was in the dark and I was trying to emphasize the dark with the shadow view, but I got a shadow in the background. See my girl back there? That's me. That's me. See? That's me. That's my shadow. But anyway, take it serious. This is something very serious, and I encourage you to do the shadow work. Find someone that you know who is experienced, who's professional in this type of work, and allow them to do the shadow work. Never do shadow work on yourself or alone. Like I said, go get the help. They out there. It's out there. Search, Google, find people. You got to start digging and searching. You got to know who you are. Hey, I will fear no evil, for I am with you. So if you go to the divine creator, God himself, and you ask him to bring that person, those people into your life that will help you. He said, I will hold no good thing for those who walk upright. And if you like wisdom, he said, I want you to ask me. So you're looking for wisdom of how to heal yourself, how to make that connection to your inner child, how to heal your inner child, how to go and make connections with your greater or higher self and pull yourself out of the shadows, out of the hidden secrets and out of the lies and programs. Ask him. He told you to ask him. Ask him. He said, I have the wisdom. He said, I will not withhold that from you. Take it serious. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is your girl Destiny. I'm out of here. I redid it. I hope this time you got it better. Namaste. Love you people.